12,000 subscribers because of you. And to celebrate today, we're gonna be eating some really spicy hot wings from one of your favorite YouTube shows, Hot Ones. So some Victory Staff members are gonna be joining me as they try to answer questions while their mouth is on fire. Let's jump in. Alex, you get the blessed opportunity of being the first person to go through this. You get the easiest hot sauce that's out there. It's actually called Classic. You're clapping for that. Classic hot sauce. So my question for you is, you do missions work here, which you absolutely love, and I love your passion for it. But this past year was so difficult with the fact that all of the mission trips that we had planned were shut down. How was that for you?
It was really difficult, Stephen. I'm such a planner, and I was so disappointed that we didn't have our trips happening next year. But I was especially disappointed for all of our partners because they weren't able to receive teams, and it's usually such a blessing to the community. So it was really tough.
All right, but what's the good news?
Good news is we're doing trips next year.
Yes, we are. Like how many?
Woo!
How many do we have planned?
20 trips, y'all.
That's incredible. 20 trips going
20.
all over the world.
All over.
Okay,
Every continent.
Are you going to go?
Almost every continent.
Almost every continent. I'm not sure if we're ministering to Antarctica. We'll have to double check.
We're not going to Antarctica.
But lots of great places. You should stop by the website and check it out. All right, so I love that we have 20 mission trips coming up this upcoming year.
Yep.
And maybe some people are thinking, why is missions such a big deal with this church?
You know, honestly, Stephen, it's a huge deal. And not just because it was a part of the vision when the church was founded. I mean, you think about 2 of our 4 pillars, impacting nations and transforming community.
That's right.
It's a big part of what we do here, but I also think it's important because there is a very large misconception about missions and the impact that we have. I do think that there are some questionable approaches that have been done in the past, but here at Victory, we believe in going into the different parts of the world and partnering with different ministries to have a long-term impact. We are all about pointing back to the people that are in the community, the people that are there for the long haul.
So you're talking way too long without putting more
You know,
of that
it's just a really thick spice. I just, you know, I'm gonna go on this side.
This is great. The jalapeno, very good. Okay, I'm excited about this last sauce. This is an oil base.
Yeah.
That sounds
a little
really,
different.
really cool. All right, so I want you
that.
to tell me, what's the craziest thing that you've ever eaten on a mission field?
Ooh, okay, the spice came in a little later. My reaction to this was a little strange. So my very first mission trip ever was to Haiti, and it was way out, it was way out in the mountains. There were lots of animals running around, and there were goats and chickens and all kinds of things. They tell you when you get there not to name the animals for very good reason, you can imagine. So for dinner that night, they said, hey, it's Alex's birthday, so in honor of her birthday, we're gonna be eating a goat, the one that was just running and frolicking in the grass. And I thought, oh man, because this is really an honor and I'm really not trying this goat. I did everything I could to avoid eating the goat, and I was so worried I was going to offend them. I think I literally took my plate and gave it to my husband when they weren't looking.
Smart.
I am just not that adventurous. And I know goat is probably not even that crazy.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
But Michael ate it and he's my other half. So that counts for something.
That's a crazy marriage workaround. I hear that. That might work. For those of you who are interested in how to be involved in a mission trip, what would be their next step?
We've got trips for everybody, every age group, every level of interest. We have
children,
a trip for you.
Middle school, high school?
Yes, I guarantee
great.
you we have a trip for you. So we would love for you guys to come to our Missions Expo if you're able to on September 11th. But you can actually visit the website at any point throughout the year and see which mission trips we have active and just sign up for the one that interests you.
All right, the link will be in the description. I have Javon with me. Javon, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
And you came in at a great time. We are going to do Los Calientes.
Barbacoa.
Yeah, barbacoa.
Let's do
All right,
it.
yes. That's my fault for trying to pronounce something here on YouTube. Okay, so this looks pretty spicy. I want you to take a bite, and then I'm going to run a question by you, okay? Here we go. I like that spice. That's a good little flavor right there.
That's pretty good.
All right, people might not know this about you, but you have some history in basketball. I have to tell everybody about that.
I played basketball my whole life. Started when I was in middle school playing with travel teams, played through high school. I actually had the cool opportunity to play college basketball at the Florida State University.
Hey, there you go.
Which is a fantastic basketball program.
I'm contractually obligated by Patrick Johnson to say go Dogs.
Come
right
on,
now.
man.
So sorry. I have to say that.
I'm the sole Florida State representative for our staff. Now I still, even though I'm in full-time ministry, I still work with athletes, high school kids, help train them. I'm a USA basketball certified trainer. So still a very big hobby of mine. I love it.
Can you teach me how to jump?
I mean, miracles are left for God. Not for me, man.
All right, next sauce is going to be High Desert. I'm not going to say the rest of this.
Wait, I got it.
You got it? Okay, good.
It's Thick Hot Masala, I think.
I love all your history in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool to see it, even pouring into students' lives, which you might not know this. When I was a middle school pastor, I saw that and thought, I want to hire this guy.
Oh,
So I went up to him and said, hey, would you like to come on staff at Victory?
no.
Yeah, that was his, I didn't even finish the question.
Okay.
I went with, hey, would you like to come on staff?
No.
Why?
No.
Why not?
Because like it wasn't the right time.
Okay.
It wasn't the right situation.
Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
2 years later, guess
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
He said yes.
Oh, very-
Not to me.
No, but to
Yeah.
the next person. And God told me the next person that asks you, as long as they're not Pastor Stephen,
He did not.
I am
Take it back.
unclear. But yeah, it was the right time, it was the right opportunity. I had been fasting earlier that year as a part of our corporate fast, and God told me to prepare for a move into full-time ministry, and the opportunity became available, and I'm blessed to be here.
Okay. Well, I love hearing the lures behind it, at
Mhm.
least. This is the ginger goat.
Ginger goat. I'm
Ginger
excited
goat.
about this one.
Yeah,
It
this
has
was
pineapple in it.
All right. So you said no to working with me in middle school, which I'm not bitter about
No,
at all.
Just said no to the kids, no
You
to the
did.
children.
But you did say yes later
Mhm.
to small groups,
Mhm.
which is a really big deal here at Victory. Community is
For
a
sure.
big aspect of everything that we do. Why did you feel like that was the right decision?
In every level of ministry of Victory, we have community. Like
Yeah, we do.
we preach biblical community. So even as we were doing middle school ministry, small groups was a big part of that. And so it was a very natural move for me, just because even in my volunteering here at Victory, it was a big part of what we did. And being able to contribute to that with our adult ministries was just an incredible opportunity. I know what biblical community did for me and what small groups did for me in my own walk. You know, the guys who I volunteered with in middle school ministry are part of my small group today,
Oh, that's great.
which is super cool. So being able to provide that and support and serve our small group leaders who provide that for all of the members of Victory, whether they're online or on site, is such a big deal to me. So
You did a great job, man.
Thank you, man.
I'm here with Aaron Bourne. Now, Aaron works with our men's ministry here, Men United. And what sauce did you pick?
I picked Los Calientes.
And that's level 5.
I did
No,
not
no, I
know
can't.
there was a number to each of them.
All right. Well, that being said, let's see how it sits well with us. You go first.
Cheers.
Okay. I'm sure we're breaking some kind of protocol with that. People might not know this about you,
Mm-hmm.
but you used to work in the clubs. How did working in clubs prepare you for men's ministry?
Wow, it gets you after a second. Yeah, I worked in nightclubs for 10 years, managing clubs, running my own security business. You get to see people in their natural habitat. Like, sorry, it's in the back of my throat a little bit.
You can
Yeah.
do this.
All right, so it's you get to see all the masks removed. You get to see how people are really wired and what they want and how it plays out. It's like almost like watching children on the playground. It's not that different from working in a church. You have thousands of people coming in every day, you
Okay.
have thousands of people coming out.
Okay.
There's music. They're all worshiping something. People came in worshiping,
Oh, that's rough.
not finding what they're looking for, and that's kind of what led me out of it to church. And so now the difference is, I know that they're actually finding truth and hope and connecting with their purpose. Nightclubs and church isn't really different, minus Jesus.
That's
That's really what changes it all.
And for those of you who would like to see a little bit about what Aaron does with the men's ministry, you can see one of the videos on this YouTube site that has I'm not sure, 4,000 views right now.
That's what I
on one
heard,
of your
yeah.
past streams. It's amazing, really powerful story. And even some things coming up later on this year, you want to go check it out. All right, one down. We're on the next level. This is level 6. What's the name?
Los Calientes. I guess the last one was Rojo, so this is Los Calientes Verde. I don't know.
You've been in ministry for 6 years now, right? So
Mhm.
tell me, what has been your biggest oops that you've had in those 6 years?
All right, so one time I was giving the announcement at Victory Vita, and I was supposed to give the announcements and talk about an event, and I ended up taking up the entire sermon time.
How long were those announcements?
I don't know, man. They didn't give me a timer. No one told me I was done. I'd asked him how long I had, and he said, however long it takes.
Oh,
And
mistake. Big mistake.
So, yeah, I haven't been asked back though in a while. So, Vita, I missed you guys. I hope to be back soon.
Okay, here's our last one. Well, what's the name of it?
Hotter than L.
My question for you is, if you could put one thing on a billboard to speak to men, what would it be? After you take a bite.
Let me take a bite.
Take a bite
I'm
first.
trying to stall. So,
Well, I can smell the heat in it. I can just taste it. I can smell it.
goodness, dude. Save the man. You save the family first of all.
Whoa.
And
Deep breath.
and just remind, because I think our culture has lost track of the value that a man plays in the family as a father, as a husband. And then I would slash, if I could cut the billboard in half, I'd tell the men that what they're looking for is at home. you know, and what they're looking for is in Jesus. Wow.
You guys can tell he's dripping up
Oh
on
my
his
gosh.
forehead right now. This is amazing. So, hey, listen, I love your heart. I love what you're speaking to the men of our community and also all over the world. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Pastor Stephen. Congratulations.
I am here with Crystal Hill, who is our Director of Service Programming, and I'm really proud of her because she has picked the top 3 hottest spices that we have. We're going to start with the Bomb Evolution. Okay, so you ready? Let's take a bite and I'll ask you the first question. You work at the church, but
in my eye.
it got in your eye. You didn't start at the church. You used to work somewhere else. So tell everybody what you used to do and what were you thinking? Why did you leave that job?
Sometimes I'm still asking myself that. Just kidding. I love what I do. I was a real estate agent. I still am a real estate agent. Wow, this is
Pretty spicy.
something.
That's why I said I was proud of you. Good
Yeah,
job.
here we go.
Why did you leave?
God asked me to. So,
There you go.
my glasses are fogging up. Yeah, it was a significant change in lifestyle for us
Yeah, I bet.
financially, but we're doing it, and I'm a year in and
How
loving
rewarding is it?
it. Woo! It is extremely rewarding. I mean, I get to do what I love to do. I literally have been praying for this for a decade.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I mean,
Yeah.
can you even see my eyes anymore?
No, you really are fogging up. You might not be able to tell, but our lips are on fire. Her glasses are fogged up. Look, you can.
Can you even see my
Okay,
eyes?
but we're gonna keep pressing ahead. We have the second sauce here, which is Scorpion Disco. And the question I have for you is after we take our first bite, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, we can do this. First bite, here we go. What might be a moment of something that's happened online where people who were watching at home had no idea what was happening behind the scenes?
So we recently had an outdoor water baptism service where we, for the first time, man, I gotta take these off so I can see you. For the first time, we did bi-directional streaming, which what that means is from each location, we were streaming to the other location, audio, video, all of the things, back and forth, to synchronize a service into one service, combining all 3 physical locations. That takes a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah,
To
it
do.
does. A lot of
And
people, a lot of technology. That was
all
a
of
big
those
deal.
things. Yes, yes, yes. 60 seconds before the countdown, I looked to our senior technical director and said, we have 30 seconds to figure this out. If we don't, we have to pull it. I mean, people will be baptized. Yes, that's still going to happen.
Ministry's still going to go on.
Yes, ministry will still happen. But as far as the technology piece of supporting that to where everybody can see it, we got 60 seconds to make it work. Our senior technical director pulled it off and we did it. And now the bar is set here forever.
Now we have to
Yay.
hit that every single time.
Uh-huh.
It was a beautiful service, almost as beautiful as the drool that came out of my face as I was taking a bite.
I mean, my eyeballs are burning.
You're doing a good job.
Thanks.
We made it. We're here. It's the last one. Here, the name of the sauce is The Last Dab. So it's the last wing. I have one more question for you, by the way. Like, she can't wear her glasses, and I look like I have red lipstick painted all around me. This is great.
This is au naturel.
Okay. We used to do real estate, sometimes kind of still do, but tell me, where did you get your degree in production?
I don't have a, excuse me, I don't have a degree in
Whoa,
production.
what?
I don't have a degree in anything, actually. But I will say this, being a mother of 3 and a wife
Here we go.
has prepared me for what I need, all the things that I need to know about producing. I'm great at multitasking, I can pay attention, all the things. You know, I am a woman, and so
I didn't say it.
the point is, we have a really good training program here. If you have a heart to learn and to try something different, then production, we have so many different roles. I mean, it's all a part of the whole emancipating greatness, finding out what people are passionate about and teaching them how to run with that. I don't have a degree, but I love what I do, and I think I do it well.
And if you're interested, there's a link in the description that you can click where you can get involved too.
Yeah, come on.
All right, we did it. 12 wings. That was an amazing ride. Thank you to everyone who joined me in today's video, and thank you for celebrating 12,000 subscribers with us today. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click that button now, because this week we're filming some brand new content that's going to be coming your way real soon, and we don't want you guys to miss out. Thanks again for hanging out with us.
Crystal, you said this was the worst one? The Bomb Evolution. wow. Oh wow. Good grief, man. This is some Steven, why would you encourage me to do that? Such a mistake.
This is why I didn't take the job with you.
Right, exactly. This is why I said no to middle school ministry. Milk. Somebody just bring milk.
I'm sorry, Joe.
All right,
I know
with-
you're suffering.
Thank you.
It's real bad. You guys wanna
I'm just making noises because it's
There's a trash can over there if you need to.
okay. Well,
can
just
do it,
put the
baby.
wing and the sauce in the trash can.